What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. Modern Warfare 3 won't save Call of Duty. And that's because Call of Duty doesn't need to be saved. If you look at it from a financial standpoint, Call of Duty's in a great spot. Record revenues, killing it from the microtransaction standpoint, and I believe anybody that has a stake in Call of Duty is probably pretty happy right now. The game is making money hand over fist. It is very financially successful. However, where the game does need saving is within its community and its gameplay. I think that we have lost the plot in both those respects. But unfortunately, the only thing that seems to matter to both Activision and Call of Duty is whether or not the game is making money. And as it stands right now, the game is making money. It's making more revenue than it ever has. And unfortunately, if that means leaving good gameplay design to the wayside, they're going to do it. If it means leaving the community to rot, they're going to do it. They want to make more money. Now, I believe the path to make more money is to invest into your community, invest into your gameplay, but Activision doesn't see it that way. And well, they're the ones making all the money right now, aren't they? They're the ones that are breaking video game records with how many copies they can sell in a single day. Good for them. I think that is something to be proud of. But what I think is more important moving forward, especially for this franchise, is to get more investment from the community. Maybe get more concurrent players. Maybe get to a point where you're confident again to publish how many people are playing your game at any given time instead of making it absolutely impossible. Because there was a time where Call of Duty would publish those numbers because they were proud of the community that they created. Unfortunately, that's long gone. And this is why Call of Duty does need some saving. The community needs to be saved. The gameplay needs to be saved. But it's not going to be Modern Warfare 3 that's going to do it. And I'll explain why. It's because this game is a glorified expansion. It is taking Modern Warfare 2 and just making some small tweaks to it. But unfortunately, a lot of the biggest problems that Call of Duty has are embedded deep into Modern Warfare 2's game design. The game design as a whole is flawed. I've talked about this before, but I'll reiterate it again. Modern Warfare 2's game design is all optimized to steer you towards microtransactions at every single turn. And honestly, it's the same case with Call of Duty Vanguard, Black Ops Cold War, Modern Warfare 2019. Think about it. Anytime you finish a match, you're pushed straight towards a screen that tells you how far you've progressed on the Battle Pass. But don't forget, you could buy the Battle Pass if you already haven't. Don't forget, you could buy Battle Pass tier skips if this level up is too slow. Also remember that every time you log into the game, what are you bombarded with? Not new stuff that the gameplay is offering. It's what is the store offering? What are we offering you to buy? Not what are we offering you to enjoy. Oh guys, look, the new Tomb Raider skin is in the game. That's the important part to take away here. Not that they injected the game with a brand new mode or these are brand new map. Those will be buried later down in the what's new tab. Because it's all about selling you microtransactions instead of selling you an experience. And that's what's been the issue with Call of Duty, is that it's not experience-based anymore. It's completely transactional. It is all about getting as much money from you, the player, as humanly possible. So the gameplay itself is optimized to find a way how to get every single player to invest in Call of Duty after launch. And it doesn't necessarily work on me. Sure, I've bought microtransactions in the past, but it's not something I do every single game because I now have a pretty headstrong opinion about it. I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to now purchasing microtransactions in Call of Duty because I've seen that they're not reinvesting the money that I put into the game into making the gameplay better. It's being reinvested into shares for their shareholders. That's what they're concerned about. So they've allowed gameplay to fall by the wayside in favor of this optimization to ensure that you're spending as much money as possible. And that's why I know Modern Warfare 3 isn't going to save Call of Duty, because those same gameplay tactics, those same optimizations that we experienced in Modern Warfare 2, in Call of Duty Vanguard, Black Ops Cold War, Modern Warfare 2019, are going to be present once again in Modern Warfare 3. They're not going back against what's worked in the past. Remember, I talked about it earlier. This is a franchise that is very financially successful. If you look at it from a purely financial standpoint, they don't need saving. They don't need to be rescued. And that's because they have this backing of incredible financial success. Now, the problem that I foresee is that there's going to be a point where there will be diminishing returns, that the community is going to start getting fed up, that the gameplay isn't about optimizing it for the experience, it's optimizing it for financial success. And that's where I hope we finally get some change, where Call of Duty could maybe start focusing on that experience again, because they've been very against it for the last 4 or 5 years. It started with Modern Warfare 2019. I mean, there were some games before that that weren't optimal for the experience, but realistically, I feel as if this era of Call of Duty from 2019 to now has been super focused on innovating that financial standpoint and not trying to innovate the gameplay too much. Yes, there's been major changes to the gameplay. Tactical Sprint was added. We've tried the Dead Silence not being a perk. We've tried the new time perk systems that Modern Warfare 2 had. We've tried the 37 million different attachments that all do 0.2% difference to your gun, which really don't matter at the end of the day. But when it comes to true innovation, true steps forward, it seems as if Call of Duty is just kind of stuck right now. They're not willing to go too outside the box and be innovative. Because there was a time where they were trying stuff that was different. Advanced Warfare, might not necessarily have worked, but at least it was different. Same thing with Black Ops 3, pardon me. Wow, sorry. Same thing with Black Ops 3. They were trying something different, and honestly, I thought it worked. The specialist system was nice. The gameplay felt smooth. It felt like it was Call of Duty plus Titanfall, which was fantastic. It'd be nice to see Call of Duty try to innovate the gameplay, innovate the community's investment into the game, instead of just trying to optimize their financial success. And that's all that we've seen as of late. I'd love for them to step outside this comfy little box they made for themselves during Modern Warfare 2019 and try to be bold, try to be trailblazers and pioneers within this space, instead of just being Call of Duty, instead of just being a game. And that's all they've kind of become. They've become a little irrelevant. They're not what they used to be. I want to see that creativity return. I want to see that innovation return. I want to see an evolution in Call of Duty. So yes, Call of Duty does need saving in the grander scheme of things, but until they see that their current plan isn't financially viable anymore, they're not going to change. So in the eyes of Activision, in the eyes of Call of Duty and Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward and Treyarch, Call of Duty doesn't need saving. It's just that the community begs to differ. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Do you think that Modern Warfare 3 can be that game? I sure don't think so, but maybe you believe so. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time.